Two men looking out of bars. One sees mud, the other sees stars. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Recently I've done the videos about the honeymoons. Honeymoon is being a new moon. What I have found out is very interesting because it falls into the pattern that I follow of sevens. And what I've found out is 7 in relationship to the moon, there are 7 moons. We have a honeymoon, which is a new moon. Then there is a full moon, which is a clear full moon. There is a blood moon, which is when it is a full moon, but it's being eclipsed by the earth. There is a blue moon, and the blue moon is the second full moon in the month. We have a harvest moon, and a harvest moon is a full moon closest to the fall equinox. Number 6 is a hunter moon, which is the first full moon after the harvest moon. Then 7 is a black moon. It's a second new moon in a month. Now I'm going to show you what this means. Okay, now I'm going to show you, sorry, my editing is going to be a little different. I'm going to show you a program I use called Starwalk. It's wonderful. Love it. What we're going to do now is I'm going to cover the moons, okay, because there are 7 moons. Come on, program. 7 moons. And what I'm going to do, let me go to my live here, Sky Live, take a look at the moons. Okay, so 420, where are we at here? 423. Today's like, I'm going to go back to the first. Okay, so I'm a month off, that's what it is. 315. It's really cool how this thing works. Okay, so 3114 is the new moon. All right. So then we're going to have a full moon on the 16th. So it's 316 is the full moon. All right. Then we're going to have on the 30th, we have, be this one right here, on the 30th is another new moon. So the second new moon in a month is a black moon. All right. Then in April, the full moon, let's see, 82, 95, 97. So the moon's going to be on the 15th is another full blood moon. And it's a blood moon because it will be eclipsed by the earth. Well, now what is interesting, on this one, we are also lining up with the moon is lining up between Earth and Saturn. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some dates in here. All right, let's go back to. So the blood moon is on 4/15, and there's a black moon on the 30th, and there was a honeymoon on the 1st. All right, then the harvest moon will be in the fall, and the hunter moon will be in the fall. Then the black moon, which are the ones that are left, is the 30th of this month before the blood moon on April the 15th. So let's go back to those All right, so let me roll here. Let's go to 3-1. It rolls very quickly. Okay, 3-1. Let me find the moon. Moon. Give me the moon. Okay. So on that day, the moon lined up with the sun, Aquarius, and Neptune. Okay, the planet Neptune, Aquarius, the water barrier. Okay, and this is the day that I'm saying is the honey moon. Now let me jump to this minutes real quick. You see all these little orange things here, labels? Okay, these are satellites. Okay, and look at them flying in to see that new moon as it aligned. Look at all of them. You see how they're coming in just to see it like bees. Okay, so that's the honey moon right there. All right, then we have the full moon on the 16th. So let's go to that. Stop. All right, so let me pick back up here. So this is the honey moon. The moon lines up with the sun in Aquarius and Neptune on the 1st of March. All right, then as we go on, these are the days. So now we're going to follow the moon around as it goes through its days. All right, now here comes... All right, now this is interesting. See how the moon's going through Virgo? There's Mars. And then here's Saturn. This is Saturn, and it's in Libra, which is the scales, okay? The balance. The balance is in the center. This is weighted. Balance is always in the center. Okay, Saturn, and the moon lines up with Saturn right on I'm looking at the 15th, though. What am I looking at? Okay, so now what I'm showing is on March the 15th, our full moon, okay, we have a free, clear moon. Okay, it's nothing. All right, then as we go on the 20th, March the 20th, we're lining up with Saturn, 320. Okay, and Saturn is in Libra. Then as the moon goes on around, we're going to have, okay, here's the new moon again. This is the sun. And what's so interesting, the sun is already moved out of Aquarius. Because Aquarius is back over here, right there. But the sun has moved over here so quickly in 1 month. All right, so this is the new moon on the 30th. This is the black moon. And it's falling in the area of Pisces, and it's lined up with Uranus. Okay, then we're going to the blood moon. All right, and there's something about the 6th because of Jupiter. We're lining up with Jupiter on the 6th of April. And as it comes around, Mars is on the 14th, and my calculations is the 16th. There is an alignment with Saturn again in Libra, which the blood moon is to take place on the 15th. So it's a blood moon here, and then on the 16th it's lining up with Saturn. You see this pretty good? Bam, right there. All right, then as the moon goes around, and then see, this is the center of the universe, we believe, And what I want to show you, I've been looking at also ultraviolet light. And I can actually change this to, sorry, that's radio, gamma ray, which is UV light. And look at this belt. This is gamma right here. And this is on, it lines up here on 419. So here is Saturn, and what I'm noticing is, in a lot of these places, this is like a burst of gamma energy. Okay, so we'd have Saturn, the moon, Earth, and the sun is directly behind us. So this is like a 4, the sun, the Earth, the moon, and Saturn. Okay, right here. And I'm just looking at the gamma burst here. All right, then 3 days later, bam. Okay, and it's almost like the moon. See, and then we're coming into a new moon again, which would be on 428. All right, but do you see these bright purple spots? Okay. Each time we're lining up, there's a major gamma. Okay, nothing's lining up there. But this is like ultraviolet light. And as we're going around, and then bam, again on 514. Each time the moon is going full, it's hitting it on Saturn right now. Okay, and then bam, 3 days later. This is on 522, so I'm just letting the moon. It's amazing, it actually wobbles. Anyway, I thought it was interesting about the 7 moons. I know a lot of you have your own softwares and all, but look at it and look at the gamma ultraviolet light. I think it's very important right now. There's actually receptors in the eye that is connected directly to the pineal gland. And when ultraviolet light enters into your eyes, it stimulates the pineal. Interesting.